Hey y'all.
Hello.
We are back with shorts. So we're gonna do some shorts.
Yeah, a little series.
Yeah, of just like maybe not as longer. Like we'll have our longer podcast episodes and then we'll have some shorts. You know, just trying to get our rhythm.
Yeah, trying to find a cadence since clearly we struggle.
We struggle.
So I think this will help us though.
Yes.
Just having like little brief chats.
Yeah. It's like a lot less pressure and a lot less editing and yeah.
You know how it goes.
I want to shout out all the moms that came to our first mom event.
I know. It was really sweet.
When was that?
That was a while ago. That was like last December.
No,
I think it was.
no, that's a bit drastic.
Maybe last January.
It was like January, February.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same thing, but
It was this year, not too much.
No, was it?
Yeah.
It was this year. It was
this year.
We are looking to
That's
do
crazy.
more. Time is flying.
Yeah. But we had a mom event and we kind of just like went to Pond City Market, ate food, had drinks, talked. We gave little gifts. It was a good time.
It was good vibes. It was just nice to kind of like talk casually to other moms, and then some of the moms brought their moms, which was really cute.
That was my favorite part.
Really
like
seeing
that. Like people bring their, because I didn't think this was like, you know, when we curated it, we kind of curated it as a space for young moms.
Yeah.
And so I think to have a space where like people felt comfortable to bring their moms and to see people have that relationship. Cause like I hang out with my mom, but I've never like went out with her, you know, like to an event like that. So I think that's like super cool. I thought that was dope.
Yeah, I think it's nice to hear different perspectives just from different ages.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe we'll do some like bring your mom events.
Yeah.
That would be cute.
Yeah, I love that. So today we're gonna touch on cussing.
Yeah. And although like our kids are tiny, you'd be surprised.
Yeah. Kids cuss. Kids cuss all the time.
And they just like go off of what they hear.
That's it. That's all they're really doing.
It's not like they know what's really going on.
Yeah.
But I think that
when does Paloma cuss? Like what are because like Soul is like when we're driving, the one time that he is like consistent with his cussing is when we're in the car and like if somebody honks their horn at me, he will say, "What the?" And like I say that though. Like I'm very much like I hate when people honk their horn at me. Like you cannot, especially like let's say it's like a road where like I have to decide when it's safe for me to turn. Yeah. Don't rush me. Right. I have a kid in the car.
You're doing your best.
Like I'm trying. No, not even doing my best. You can't tell me when I feel like it's safe. Just because you would have took a risk on that turn.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that I feel like risking me and my child's life on that turn.
That's so funny because you really, like, if we're talking about road rage, like, this is literally off topic, but you don't know the types of people you're honking at.
Like, you don't know who you're honking at.
Because I probably, and I know Richard has probably honked at a person like you.
Really? No, don't honk.
Richard will be like, go!
No. Unless it's like, clearly like there are no cars coming or like if the thing is like green, like you know what I'm saying, and you're like we've been sitting here for 20 seconds.
No, he's like you could have taken that. No. You could have taken that.
No, don't honk at people. It's not fair.
It's not.
Like I'm trying to be the best driver that I can be for me and my kid, and so like no, like I only honk like if extremely necessary. I will honk back. Like now, don't honk at me, and then I'm pressing on it. Like, I'm like
now you're antagonizing.
Yeah, let's go. Like, let's go. I have a beeper too.
If someone honks at me, like I'm stopping fully. No, like I'm not gonna move.
Let's end here.
Either go around me or hit me. Do it. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
So that's when Soul cusses. So Soul he'll be like, he cusses, but he does it out of habit because he's like, why are you? He's responding. He's seen my response, the consistency of my response. Yeah. So.
Well, with Paloma, so okay, this is what I feel about cussing, okay? One, when she first started cussing, copying me,
really what it is.
It's copying.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not the type of parent that's like, no, you can't do that. I'm like, okay. Like, I'm just like, that's not, you know, don't say that anywhere else, or maybe just say it with me or whatever. I already know when she gets a certain age, like, when she's in high school, middle school, and she's cussing, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not going to be the parent that's like, don't do that. okay, keep it in the house.
Yeah.
Don't curse at me. Don't curse at your dad. Don't be disrespectful. But if you stub your toe and you say, what the fuck or shit, that's a normal human response. Cool.
I mean, in a normal mom response, like, I'll probably be like, excuse me? Like, you know what I'm saying? But, like, we have bigger fish to fry.
And I guess, like, and my thing is, like, so growing up, like, I cursed a lot. My mom also curses a lot. Like,
my mom didn't curse. My mom didn't.
cursed.
Like, I really was like, wow. Like, I rarely, when we got older, I heard my mom curse a lot more. But when we were younger, I never heard her curse. I remember the first time I, like, started putting curse words in my vocabulary. I was in the 3rd grade. And one of my close friends, she's from New Orleans. And so, you know, they just, like, they're very, like, fluid in kind of, like, how they speak in their culture and stuff. And so we were, like, in the field of, like, the playground at our school, me, her, and my other friend just cussing, like, just saying them, like, just dropping whatever, like, literally. And so I think, like, it was just, like, from there, it just kind of became, like, natural. Now I turn it off and turn it on in certain places. Yeah. And I think that's just what's appropriate. Like, when I feel comfortable, you know, like, okay, we're cussing. Like, there are certain people that I'm always going to cuss around. There are certain people that I'm never going to cuss around. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, I mean, unfortunately for me, I have a really bad habit. I have a potty mouth. Like, it's really bad. Like, obviously I'm not cursing at work. I'm not cursing in a professional setting. If I'm, like, around, like, I wasn't cursing in front of my grandpa, like, but the potty mouth is bad. And my mom curses a lot. She has a very bad mouth. Please. Okay. No, she does. You know she does. I
actually didn't notice. She started cursing around me when I got older, I feel like. Yeah. I feel like in most of the spaces where I was in with her, because I'm, like, rehearsing with her and stuff like that, she didn't curse.
No, around her kids though.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she's dropping the F-bomb. Like, she's cursing. It was never at us, but, like, if she was mad at something, her vocabulary is to curse. She's cursing. Yeah. So when it comes to Paloma, like, that's always just around. I talk to around Paloma like myself. And so it got to a point where, like, I'm cussing. I'm not really thinking about her picking up on it.
No, not at all.
But then she started to. Like, I remember her daycare worker was putting her in her car seat, and Paloma goes, "What the fuck?" And I was like, in front of the daycare worker. The daycare worker was like, well, she thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. It's so funny because they don't know what they're saying. They don't know what they're saying.
But now, so I told Paloma, I was like, Paloma, you cannot say that, because she was saying, she was in the car saying, bitch, like, no, because first of all, let's be very clear. Ain't nobody calling nobody bitches around here. But I'm in the car, and I'm like, bitch, get over. I don't know. Like,
it's really, I feel like road rage is kind of the catalyst
It really
of a lot of, like, cussing for kids. Because it's like, and then especially being in Atlanta, like, where all of that's going on, like, I do feel like, but also I kind of may say, I do think this is a Southern thing, because in the North, like, when I lived in New York, people just cursed. Like, it wasn't really, like, you know, of course we would be mindful around kids, but that energy of, like, cursing, like, was very prominent.
It's not looked at as inappropriate as it is in this, as it is in the South. And I've noticed that as well. But so I started, because she was saying, like, bitch is such, like, a vulgar word to be using at the age of 3 that I was like, okay,
we gotta stop.
I have to really
be conscious.
Hone in and be conscious. Like, I do not want her just saying bitch. So I started telling her, like, this is a bad word. Mommy says this word because I'm an adult. I would never say this to you. I would never call I did call someone that I didn't know. But what I'm saying is, I would never call you that. That is a nasty word.
I even use it, which I don't know. Maybe I should ask more of my friends. I use it as a term of endearment. Like, I know I use it, like, with you. I'm like, girl, like, what the, like,
I do too.
You know what I'm saying?
I really do. And so, some people don't fuck with that.
Some people really
like,
don't
they don't
like
fuck
that.
with the bitch word. But I have reclaimed it.
I genuinely feel no ways. I think like
controversy, but
controversial.
Don't now. it's a
all in
tone
context.
thing.
It's all in context.
Yeah.
It's all in context.
Now, if the context is slightly
everything
off,
is context, because somebody could be like, "Girl," or like,
Exactly.
and say that in a different tone, and I feel the
Exactly.
same way. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what it is about like words in general. Like, of course, I don't want my son to cuss. Will he probably cuss? Yes. Will he know about cuss words? Yes.
Yeah.
I also don't like when people judge kids knowing cuss words. Especially because, like, in this day and age, girl, he could have heard that at Walmart. Like, he could have heard that,
he could have heard it anywhere, or judge the parents. Like, I'm human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because I remember, like, when Paloma started, like, she started doing it excessively.
Yeah,
like, it was, at that point, it was a part of our vocabulary, and Richard was like, you need to stop. And I'm just like, okay. Like, but it was so hard to, like,
really
because of the mouth I have to implement that in my brain. If I didn't curse as much, like Richard at one point in his life was not a big cursor. If he curses in front of his mom now, she will have an issue with that.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, so me and my mom can have a conversation where I'm cursing.
Yeah.
This is a normal conversation for me and my mom.
Yeah.
If Richard is cursing like that in front of his mom, Tamika's gonna be like, "Oh no."
Yeah, like let's wrap that That's kind of my mom. Like, she's not too much, and it's to the point where like I'll even apologize. Like, if I'm, like, sometimes I'll talk to my mom about, like, let's say I'm telling her a story. And I was like, and I was like, what the hell? And I'm like, sorry, mom. But I was just, you know what I'm saying? I do have that, like, with her. Like, and even, like, my grandmother sometimes, like, when I'm talking about things, like, I very rarely cuss around them. You know what I'm saying? But unless I'm, like, telling a story or I'm passionate about something, I may use it then. But also, I think that I don't like the idea of censoring, because like then it feels like you're a bad human. Like, I remember even like when I told you, my mom didn't really cuss. Like, when we were younger, she did not. I didn't see her cuss. She probably cussed all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm sure she did, because when we got older, and now I will naturally hear a cuss word from her. But before, so when I did start to cuss, it felt like a really bad thing, especially because it wasn't a norm in my thing. But then I had to like kind of like decolonize that and like my own deconstruct that ideal. Like, when I got older, I'm like, I can cuss. I know who I can cuss around. And like, I also hate like how people kind of turn it into like a vocabulary thing. Like, girl, please. I'm talking about 4.0 class like go. We could go essay for essay. Like, let's not do that right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that has anything to do with like somebody's like intelligence in any way, shape, or form. I think that it is culture. I think it's just like, you know, right now, like Atlanta, like is like take her through there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just culture. It doesn't really mean that I don't know how to say take you through there. You know what I'm saying? It just means that like that's the culture right now. You know, and I think we don't really give a lot of grace.
There's no grace given, and like, I'm gonna be honest,
there's no grace given.
I mean, period. Paloma at this point, she actually makes me feel really bad about it.
Well, oh no, she does good.
She does really well.
Because we'll be cussing on the phone together, and so
my tea. Like, she's at the point where Paloma is like, and I don't know if it's
that's good.
It's good. I think it's because I like after she cursed in front of her teacher, and then after she said the B word, I was like, okay, I really got to hone in. Paloma, this is not a nice word. These are not good words. These are not just words you should be saying. I say them sometimes because I'm an adult. You're a child. That's kind of how I had to maneuver it. So now she's like, okay, I'm a child. I can't say that. So there are times where I still get mad and I curse, right? Not to my baby. But around. I just curse around. She's like, mommy's mad. I'm like, oh yeah, I got frustrated. But mommy's an adult. So mommy sometimes does that when she's an adult. And when I'm an adult, I might do that. That's literally how we talk to each other about it now. Now if I'm cursing too much, Paloma, like there was one time in the car, I said, go, bitch, because the car was going slow. And she goes, you don't say go, bitch. You're right. That is bad. Like, she's really
she knows when it's like, okay,
ass.
Mom, that's not necessary.
Exactly, which is very nice because as a child, because again, I started cursing in like elementary, middle school. Like, it was just a part of my vocabulary.
Elementary,
And like, again, I started in elementary, middle school, I wasn't cursing around my mom. I was cursing around my friends.
It's literally only your friends.
Around high school, and then in adulthood, I was having casual conversations with curse words with my mom and my parents and whatever. But I actually, as a kid, was always looked at as like, oh, you have a potty mouth. Like, if I accidentally cursed in front of like my friend's parents, they'd be like, excuse me? Like, I was the problem friend. I was the problem.
Who are you bringing?
Like, I was the problem friend. Like, I remember one time.
But I don't think it's that deep. But people do. People judge about it.
And it's not like it's me being disrespectful. Like, it really was probably like, I was like, I made a mistake. Oh, shit. Like, something literally like that.
When I hit my toe, I literally be like, what the?
It fucking hurts.
You know what I'm saying?
It fucking hurts.
Like,
so I don't know. But I think with Paloma, it's hard because I know myself. I'm not going to be the type of parent that's going to demonize her when she's a certain age for cussing. I might say, like, please don't do this around this person.
This person,
But
or I may even be like, so you're cussing a little too much.
It's a little too much. Like, maybe tone it. Like,
can we tone it down?
You don't have to be that. You know, like, you know what I mean. But unless it's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. No. Literally, like, I mean, like, I don't think, and my husband isn't a huge curser. I definitely cuss way more than Munir. And I don't even know how he, like, feels about cussing.
You should ask
when he does cuss and I tell him, he's like, yeah, because you know, so he knows, like, where he gets it from. Yeah. But I don't think it's, like, I just think they're bigger fish to fry. Like, I'm just not going to
tell your
censor
child's
myself.
Demeanor from a young age. Like, you can sense that. Like, if Paloma was if Paloma was cursing disrespectfully, I would have been like, oh.
Yeah, like, where is it coming from? Are you cursing at me? Like, even, that big trend right now where people put their kids in the bathroom.
Oh,
and they're like, you know, like, we're all laughing at it because it's like kids are just hearing this. Like, you know, and then you can tell which cuss words those kids are more like, you know, just prone to hearing because those are the ones that they repeat and they say, you know, then they may not say all of the cuss words.
But it's interesting. So it's interesting seeing that. And then it's interesting. I don't know if you've seen the videos where the little kids will, like, call someone a bitch.
No, that's
so
crazy.
there are these videos where, like, the kids will be like,
I haven't seen those things.
Bitch, like, and so it's like, it's such a fine line. Like, you can tell when it's problematic. Like, oh, you're hearing that from somewhere. Oh, you're saying that word to someone. Oh, maybe this is a trend within the household. Something like that.
Yeah.
Versus a kid just hearing miscellaneous talk around grown people.
I mean, kids say everything. Like, Soul, when I have a conversation with him, he repeats everything I say. Like, literally, like, he's like, oh, so Soul's going to go to school tomorrow? Yes, Soul's going to school tomorrow. Yeah, okay, so we're going to leave the house at this time? Yes, so we're going to leave. Like, he literally is like, that's how he's building his vocabulary, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's just literally a way of growing. I think they're just picking up on it's culture.
It's culture.
That's the culture of my family.
That can be had to mitigate certain words or certain tone with words.
And I think the conversation of just like, hey, like, I know mommy does say this, but it's not the best word to use. Like, mommy doesn't use this around everybody else. And I think as long as we're having those conversations and it's not this thing that we just like laugh off.
Right. You need to, it's funny the first time. You know, maybe the next few times you should be like, hey, boo, like, literally. Let's, So let us know what you think.
Do your kids curse? Do you curse around your kids?
How do you handle that?
Yeah. Now, you know what? I do feel some type of way, though. I really don't listen to music with cuss words in it in him. Like, I feel a little weird.
I'm bad. No, I'm not good.
Because in the music, it's usually used how I don't want him to use it.
Yeah.
So I try to, if I'm using it, I'm like, what the hell? Like, I think I'm, like, different in that, whereas, like, it's just like, bitch, nigga, hold it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I try not to.
I actually think Richard's a little worse than me.
With the music?
Yeah. Because I'm listening to what Paloma's listening to. Yeah. Like, we're listening to K-pop.
Soul's asking me to play, like, Mike's soundtrack.
That's what we're doing. I would say, like, and also Paloma's listening, like, if she's listening to adult music, I'm like, let's listen to the kids' pop version.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's kind of what we're doing. Richard, I don't know what came on my Spotify. That song with Future and Kendrick Lamar came on my Spotify.
Lord.
And she goes, that's dead-ass song. And I was like, huh?
Y'all be listening to this? Yeah.
Why is she, like, bumping her head? She's dancing to it. She's like rapping. Well, she loves Kendrick Lamar, but she's like rapping. And I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah. No, because kids are just little humans. Like, they pick up on so much. Yeah.
They're very cute.
Yeah. Okay. Tell us about your cussing stories and your kids. What does your kid like to say? And yeah, we can't wait to hear more.
Bye.
Bye.